Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Last show of the year. Well, just for 2022. The last show, 2022. I'll be back. But so what I wanted to do is just give a brief review of 2022 and what will 2023 bring. Anything different, more the same? If we know boxing, we know the answer. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty ldbc. Fudge what you heard. This is what you need to hear. Get the family scoot on into the building, man. I had a very odd day, but it's just getting started for me. It's all good. How y'all doing? This is awesome. Oh man, my brother Anwar Willis, Asante L, Jellybean, The Mitchell Show, The General, 78 Sports TV's a member, no doubt. Upper Echelon Sports Bar, Combat Tool Bag, Monster Musa Lifestyle, Eric H, Anwar Willis, Tay Tay, good morning, well good afternoon, future ex-wife, OG Eric in St. Louis, Cop Killer, salute, the Brothers UK, LDBC, Enough, Daniel Mitchell, Rashad Livingston, Jerome King, CT Fatboy Big Cheese, salute, Jason, the Sensei Stormy B-Man, Sam Mac TV in the building, Phenomenal Mexican, it's triceps and chest today, I'm on my Drew sheet, move, exactly, man, exactly, let's all move. Art Hostage in the building, Moaning,
how you doing, Drew?
Man, we blessed and highly favored. Let me move this funny ass picture I got of here. This monkey flipping us the bird. These apes are hilarious, man. How you doing, good brother?
I'm all okay, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish everyone in the chat, the whole family, and you and your family, a wonderful, happy, and peaceful 2023.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. No doubt, man. Let me finish this roll call real quick. Buddy Lee, salute. Young World, Edgar Chavez, Dwayne Price, Young World, Shemaine Callahan, Jerome King, Uncommentary with St. Louis. Yeah, man. Before we get started, man, I like to say how much Black Alpha salute, man. We appreciate you because there's a lot of things that we did not know as far as what was going on. We just knew some names, and we didn't know whether to make heads or tails or anything. And King Bonnie, salute. And we was like, wow, we don't know anybody across the pond that could bring us up to speed. And I came across you on another channel by accident, and I reached out to you and you responded, and I appreciate you, man. And we learned so much from you. And I just want to say thank you so much, man, for bringing all of that stuff to light, because now American media is starting to say his name, but there's still some people that are in the dark. And in this day and age, to be ignorant is a choice, especially when you have all of these outlets of information. Now, you do have to be careful from where you get your information from, but this is proper research. You do a lot of research. This is what you do. You've been involved in things prior to coming on social media, so you would know. When people are telling you things, I normally say check the fruit on the tree. But so far, everything you said is checked out, and we appreciate that as it pertains to what we do here, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it.
Well, honestly, Drew, it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's I've felt the love and the support, because obviously what I do, the nature of it means that some bad people get upset. And as I sent you the link today, it's sort of taken another turn, which the Kinahans are involved in, with them girls being lured to Dubai. You know that article I sent you about that term? Dubai porta potty, the practice they have in the Middle East. Don't you remember? Have you looked at that? I mean, that is another sinister thing. It's, those terrible acts that they get these beautiful girls to perform and all this carry on. It's just absolutely terrible. So it's not just drugs, it's not just bribery and corruption that the Kinahans have done, and it's not just polluting boxing, but it is a whole global thing.
Man, and people will never understand, why we do what we do. And we say that it's deeper than boxing. There are people involved in this thing that you would never think would be involved. And when we wonder why we don't get the correct decisions in these fights, when it seems like fighters throw fights, when it seems like the judges were filing their nails or playing on their PlayStation while there's a whole boxing match going on. And you're saying, how could this happen? We're showing you, we're telling you and showing you. And like I said a second ago, to be ignorant is a damn excuse. To deny that boxing is corrupt, that means that there's something wrong with you. You understand what I'm saying? And all we can do on our platform is to speak out about it, man. And boxing is just a small thing that these guys do and use to wash their money. They're washing their money through the business, man. And it'll we always complain about things. It will never get better. And I'm gonna speak more about it on Sunday, because I have two special guests coming on my Sunday programming. And they're gonna talk about it from another perspective. And y'all make sure y'all don't miss it, man. But what I want to go through right now is basically a little bit of the year in review. It's been done, but this is how I'm gonna do it on my show. I'm gonna ask the chat, but I'm gonna tell you who. All right, we're gonna go through the list. This is the year in review. Fighter of the year, in my opinion, fighter of the year is Devin the Dream Haney. Queen, salute. I see the family coming in. I see y'all. Fighter of the year is Devin Haney. It's obvious to me it's Devin Haney. And I know Jamel's right there, and more on him in a second. But Devin Haney gets the nod for me because of how he did it. He had to cheat because the champion was trying to avoid him. I know, Buddy Lee, and we can make the case for Jamel too, but I'm telling you why I picked Devin. Combat 2 bag in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Yeah, Shields is right up there. Shields is right up there too. But she's number one on female fighter of the year. But I'm gonna go with Devin only because he had to go to foreign ground to do it. Not only win it, but he went over there with no camp. Only his dad was allowed to show up in the last hour. And he had no end swell in his corner. And then he had to defend it over there. That's the only reason. All right. And, he's undefeated and, that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? But Jamel was definitely in the if Devin doesn't go through that as much, I pick Jamel. But to me, Devin Haney had a tougher road. He just edges Jamel. He just edges it. He just edges it. Talking about corruption. You think what they did to Devin was fair? No. They knew that Australia knew that a lot of people in the camp would have a problem, coming into the country. That was something they were supposed to square away as soon as they decided to fight. Okay, we're going to sign, but who in your camp has criminal records? Because we got to go through a process to make sure they could come here. They waited until the final hour to say, oh, he can't come, and your dad can't come. Devin said, fuck that, don't matter, I'm coming. And then defended the belt over there, man. I mean, that's why I give it to Devin. And salute to George Kambosos. Isn't that like amazing? Hold up, I'm trying to look for something. I want to play y'all something. Hard hostage. Friday of the year.
Yeah. Sorry. I've just had a cease and desist letter delivered to me by the police.
Just now?
Yeah, literally. That's why I went off. There's a second one. Right, you know what I mean? And I know I'm going to America and people might not find me over here, but as you know, it's 5 murders on Merseyside, and I've solved all 5 of them, and I've been given a cease and desist order on the first 3. Okay, then and now the latest one, I've been given a cease and desist letter. They want me to take down all media and not talk about it again. Well, what's gone is gone, but honestly and truthfully, unbelievable, isn't it? That the 2 police officers just come here and give me a cease and desist letter. I mean, we haven't got freedom of speech in the UK. It's unbelievable. But anyway, I shouldn't really be talking about that, to be honest with you. So, you know, I'll tell you what, Drew, thanks for everything you've done, right? And I want to thank everyone in there. Look, this is the things I have to go through to bring you the truth on powerful people like Daniel Kinahan and their cartel that stretches worldwide. Okay, and it's been proved they've got corrupt police officers, corrupt people in authority. And when people like me try to stand up, they try to suppress me talking about this. And you know what I've brought you this year, and hopefully I'll bring you a lot more next year if Drew is kind enough to invite me on. But I'd just like to wish everyone a happy new year for tomorrow, okay? And, you know, all good tidings. Okay, Drew?
Yo, bro, I need you, man. Much love and appreciation. You have an open invite. You know how to contact me. You can come on here anytime you need, man. I need you to be careful, bro. You understand?
Yeah, okay. I will try to do that. Okay, so everyone, happy new year. Okay, much love, and I'll see you guys later.
Yes, sir. I tried to keep that on the low, but he's been going through some shit. Because if you follow his channel, it's not only Haney he talks about. He talks about all that corrupt stuff going on there that we don't identify, we don't know. But he talks about it. And they came and locked him up 2 weeks ago and took his computers and shit. This shit ain't fake. Now, that wasn't for me to tell y'all. That was 2 weeks ago. I knew about it. But now, they... See? Shogun, salute. Salute to the family that came in. Let me pause this for a second. I told him, man, he got to be careful.
I become champion and realize I love this sport more than anything in the world. So I'm very blessed to be here. I made this happen. If it wasn't for me, this wouldn't be happening today here.
Off by saying I'm not a kid, so he can stop calling me a kid. I'm a man, and I will show him that in the ring. Respect me as a man, and if he doesn't want to respect me as a man, I'll gain the respect in the ring. And second of all, he could say that he chose me, but that's not the truth. He was forced into this fight. He did not want to fight me, and up until today, he did not want to sign a contract. Up until today, so he could say what he want to say. He did not choose me. He was forced into it.
You were chosen, boy.
And
you were chosen.
Can you repeat the question for me again?
We're chosen, boy.
And
we're chosen, boy.
and
we're chosen, boy.
and
we're chosen, boy.
and
Devin's father, Bill, is not here at the moment. And again, I have tried my best to help that situation, but that's on them. But I really don't know. I really don't know how they let this guy into the country, to be honest. I don't think they let informants into the country. This guy is an informant. This guy is a rat. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because in the Teofimo Lopez fight against a foreigner, his own countryman, he was messaging me, telling me all the details, every bit. Teo at the hookah lounge, Teo having problems with his wife. This is the kind of person. This is the kind of person. This is a rat. This is a rat. This is a snitch. This is an informant. And you know what? This is your countryman, your own countryman. You're going behind his back. So you know what? On Sunday, I'm gonna whip your ass. And you know when you get back to Las Vegas, you're going to look out for the local Teofimo Lopez. So he'll be looking for you too. Trust me. This is the kind of person. This is the kind of person. This is a rat. This is a rat. This is a snitch. This is an informant. This is a rat. This is a snitch. This is an informant.
And Freddie come over and goes, you know, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare? I said, Freddie, I'm all in. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare? I said, Freddie, I'm all in.
You know, I got to work just upsetting people, you know, upset everyone that you know, people in Australian boxing look at me as a threat. They don't have to worry about me in Australian boxing. I pass that level now, but Jeff, I know he was upset about me going to spar Manny Pacquiao. He wanted me to ring him up. You know, respect to Jeff, you know, he's doing a good thing with Manny and fighting Manny. Credit to him, but I don't know him nothing. I don't know you nothing, Jeff. You don't pay my bills. I pay my own bills. Manny had me over there. He was paying my bills, and you don't take up an offer. You don't lose an offer as sparring an 11-time world champion. And then at the end of the day, I've done 45 rounds with Manny. Jeff, you haven't done 1 second yet. So we'll see how well you go. And you know, at the end of the day, if you're still upset after the fight and you're still dirty at me, then come see me. We can sort something out. No problem, Mom.
How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare? I said, Freddie, I'm all in.
I don't know him nothing. I don't know you nothing, Jeff. You don't pay my bills. I pay my own bills. Manny Haney over there, he was paying my bills.
How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare? So, Freddie, I'm all in.
Your countryman, your own countryman, you're going behind his back.
How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare? So, Freddie, I'm all in.
Your countryman, your own countryman, you're going behind his back.
Definition of
This
a
guy
right.
acts like a gangster here, and that gangster is as fake as that belt.
Now that you see George for the first time, what do you see?
The same George that I always see. He's nothing but a actor. He's becoming an actor, a facade. But at the end of the day, I take nothing away from him.
Just like I acted with Lakers.
I have respect for him, and I look forward to sharing the ring with him and putting on a good fight for the fans.
This is a rat, this is a snitch, this is an informant.
Salute to Antonio MMA and that super chat. Much love. He said, salute OG. Happy New Year's chatting family. And salute to you, brother. So, yeah. And salute to Art Hostage, brother, man. Please be safe. Shit gets real, man. Don't put your life in a line of fire. So, does Dick Face of the Year go to George Kambosos? A lot of dickheads this year. But I'll give it to him because if Devin Haney's Fight of the Year, then Dick Face of the Year is the guy that he had to conquer and dominate. And that would be George Kambosos. So salute to Devin Haney. He only edged Jamel because Jamel didn't have to do what he did. That's it. That's the only going across season doing what he did. By the way, I was talking to the sensei yesterday. Schneider said it should be T.O. He's there. There's a video on Fight Hype with Clarissa talking, and did y'all know that Neanderthal came into the ring at 197 pounds? Go look at the video. That bitch came in the size of a male cruiserweight. Savannah Marshall. All right, Stormy. Just sent it to you. Did y'all know that? That bitch was a... They try and do this shit to us all the time, man. So Fight of the Year is Devin Haney. It's just my opinion, y'all. Y'all can pick whoever y'all want to pick. All right, and fuck you, Georgie. Porgy, pudding pie. Got beat like a bitch and made you cry. Go the fuck away. Dwayne Jones, salute. I am True Maine, salute. All right. Let's get through this. Trainer of the year. Derek James, I don't want to hear it. Who's done what Derek James has done in the last 2 years? Word up, but at least she was still getting worked. Yep. Derek James, trainer of the year. Anybody else? I don't want to hear it. Who's coming close to him? Word, Dwayne Jones, that's bigger than Jerry Quarry. Mark Wonderly, salute. Word up, Thomas. James by a landslide. I mean, has he ever gotten it? How many years in a row they gave it to Freddie Roach? And he only had Manny Pacquiao, who was never undisputed. Boss versus James without a doubt. Yave, what up? Jerome King says Derek James easy. Yeah. Who? Sam Mack agrees. It's not even close. I don't even know who's put. Okay, Mark says Malik Scott. I'll give it to a ton of people before I give it to some people. Sensei, salute.
Yo, what's good, man? Happy holidays. Happy New Year. What's happening?
Chilling, God. We're up to trainer of the year. Derek James, hands down. Nothing else. I got nothing else. Paul Carrick, salute.
That sounds good to me.
Derek James.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you somebody else that needs to start getting acknowledgement.
Who's that?
Boots Ennis' dad.
Do tell.
Yeah, because you know, Boots is his super protege, but his other son is a fighter too, and he's doing good work. People are only looking in one direction, but at the same time, we have to give credit to these dads who are instrumental in their sons' lives, as opposed to some of these other dads who get all this promotion, who got all sorts of outside of the ring problems and troubles and everything, and they don't look like us. So, love yourself is what I say.
Well, since I see some names in the chat, so let's just get this out the way. Who needs to go the fuck away and never return? All right, I'm gonna go with this guy. I'm gonna play this video, and then after I'm done playing it, I'll tell you why.
First thing that comes to Canelo's mind when I say Triple G.
Great fighter.
Ooh, okay. Who upsets you more right now? Demetrius Andrade or Caleb Plant?
Caleb Plant.
Okay. Which fight is more realistic that you could see yourself fighting next? David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo?
Charlo.
Pound for pound, the best fighter walking right now on the planet. Is it Terrence Bud Crawford? Is it Tyson Fury? Is it Alexander Usyk? Or is it Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo Alvarez.
If this boy don't go sit his ass down somewhere, I mean,
your reaction was priceless when he said Charlo, and you put your reaction in there. I was over here cracking up.
Wait a minute. Here's why, and fuck y'all Canelo lovers. I've never liked you guys. All right, now look. Here's why I need him to go away. Question. Is Canelo giving you what you want? And I'm not talking about his unconditional dick-blowing fans. We're talking about the people who support boxing. And you want to see who's next up. Is Canelo Alvarez giving you what you want? My answer is no.
Food poisoning.
So you're not getting what you want from Canelo at all.
Fuck no. I'm getting hemorrhoids from Canelo. And you know, a real man don't want nothing messing around with his rear end. You understand? Get that guy the hell up out of here. He done had enough foul play in his career to last 2 or 3 other fighters' careers. This guy's a farce, man. He's a farce. That word fake or fall as in F-A-U-X, that's him. That's his career. That's his legacy. And let me remind everybody, he lost to Floyd Mayweather. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Grand Region Thrag, salute, bro. Where you been? Winston Lee, Signs of the Times. That's me. What up? The man lost to Floyd. The man lost to Bivol. He didn't want no more smoke. He said he didn't want to fight Triple G for a 3rd time. Came back, did it again. Triple G's another guy.
Waiting on him to fight Charlo.
No Charlo, no Andre, no Benavidez. He don't fight Mexican. Oh, y'all forgot? Y'all forgot? Stand by.
Last one on Twitter asks, Canelo, you've said before you're uncomfortable fighting other Mexican fighters. However, would you ever fight a Mexican-American fighter like David Benavidez?
Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore. But you know, when you need to fight with somebody, so why not? Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore.
Fight anybody, but they need to fight each other too, because they just waiting for me because they want a good payday. So I know that, but they need to fight each other. Why? And I fight the winner of all of them. Everybody wants to fight me, so they have many options too.
Yeah.
Fight each other. Why they don't fight each other? I just want to make history. The money is there, no matter what. I don't care about money. I care about my legacy.
The fuck is that?
I need it. This year I'm busy. Why they don't fight each other?
The reason why I got Devin number 1 is because of what Canelo just did and what he said. That explains everything. Devin, with a belt that he got in the email because the speed and the angles from the Ukraine, that guy refused to fight him. Devin was running around looking for smoke. This motherfucker, with the support of his fan base, was enabled to fight guys like Avni Yildirim. Caleb Plant, yeah, he won. I'll give him that. But when you reach the top of your craft, there is no light work. When you're undisputed, you got 4 belts with 4 different rankings. Number 1 contenders, mandatories, It's time for you to get busy. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. That's why I got Devin number 1. He's running around looking for the smoke. You don't see him sitting down saying, oh, let them fight each other. I don't fight black fighters. You don't see. Devin don't even talk like that. Yeah, that's right. Phenomenal Mexican. He lost to Lara too. Slick Rick, salute. Young World. He said, salute Drew and Big Storm. Thank you for an awesome 2022. Only up from here. Exactly. Happy New Year. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Young World, man. Much love and appreciation to all of you. If I miss you, you know I love you. Dr. Mark, salute, bro. Yes, sir. What you got on that, Stormy?
Listen, man. What I find very interesting is that he grants interviews to only the guys who handle him with kid gloves. They don't ask harsh questions. Everything is PR based. It's like politically reconciled, meaning that he has a smooth path toward getting out the information that he wants to convey to the masses. But the masses don't take kindly to the fact that, you know, he's not being asked the hard questions or whatever. The perception is it's accepted by the masses. Mm-hmm. But see, all you have to do is take a toll, you know, take a poll of answers from people, because people will ask honest questions. He's not prepared to answer that. So everything is angled. When you sit down and you catch Devin going through the airport, or you catch someone like Maul Charlo out in the public, or guys like that, they're gonna give you right off the bat whatever, right? But someone like him, it has to be angled. It has to be steered in a certain direction. First of all, someone needs to ask him, why did he go on his own little mini European campaign and not fight the fighters that are right there? The fighters who have been his contemporaries throughout his career, right along the weight classes where he has existed. Still, both Charlo brothers were right there when he was at Canelo weight. Then Demetrius Andrade joined him at middleweight, and so did Maul Charlo at middleweight. So did David Benavidez at super middleweight, and now Demetrius is at super middleweight. And you're asking Dimitri Bivol, who already put 2 feet in your ass, to come down to 168 when you still got rivals who've been there and waiting on you the entire time. Listen, man, the walls are closing in. The plank is getting short, and there's a flame right behind his ass. So it's like, it's time for him to be done with. My suggestion to him is to retire.
Yeah.
He spoke about, he's concerned about his legacy, as if he is the only fighter in professional boxing today that may have some eye toward their own legacy. The difference is that fighters who do have an eye toward their own legacy can't coincide with him because he doesn't want them on his roster. He's avoiding. And this is the last of the telltale for you guys who happen to love this guy's silky pajama drawers. He has brought black fighters into his camps to train with them. They've also signed NDAs, and he's found that he can't compete with them in the gym. So why would he even risk it in live action fight with money on the line and everything else if he can't contend with the guys in the gym? See, that's something for you to think about. He brought them in, but he brought them in to see and test the waters of where he is. And he's not faring well against them. I made a mention yesterday when I was talking with Laws D. I said the guy has 2 flat tires, not 1, 2, huh? And the other 2 will still allow him to drag his ass, but it's pretty much over for this guy. It really is. Where are you going with 4 flats? I said he's got 2. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If he gets in there with one of these quality fighters, like Andre or a Benavidez or a Morel or something like that, you're going to see 4 flats because he won't be able to compete with these guys. That's just the honest truth. And for anyone out there that don't like hearing this, there's one statement to be made. Prove me wrong.
What? See, y'all don't like what's said. Tell him to change it. And I guarantee you, when he gets in the ring with either Charlo and Andrade or anybody else, Benavidez, you know what they're gonna say, right? They aged him out. Oh, well, we're talking about ring years. Bull. Wait, hold on. We're talking about ring years. He's old by way of the ring years. Godfather, what you say about that?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Salute to BT1 from the UK, my brother. Salute. He says, salute Drew for the consistent streams all year. Happy New Year to you and your family. Happy New Year to you and yours. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for the support. I love each and every last one of y'all, man. Let's just talk boxing. You know, I'm human. Sometimes I get deterred and I get a little angry, but it's all about boxing, right? I mean, we're not gangsters, you know, right? We're not. Some of us are parents. Some of us are grandparents. We all have lives. We just want to talk boxing. And if you don't fuck with us, don't fuck with us. So I appreciate everybody that fucks with me. And if you don't fuck with me, I appreciate you too. Talk about me elsewhere. Talk about my opinion, my big ass head, or whatever the fuck you want to talk about. But just do it over there. Just know I ain't fucking with you.
And let me add this to what we were saying about this particular fighter. Just over my shoulder here is a guy who is worthy of all praise that he receives for his efforts in the ring. This man here, and Salvador Sanchez before him, and a few more men down the pipeline of legacy and history of boxing, they are worthy. Even more contemporary guys like a Marco Antonio Barrera or Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez, those men are worthy of all the kudos that they receive because as professional fighters and champions, they got in the ring and they competed against the best of their eras, win, lose, or draw. And there is something to be acknowledged about that because you can hold your head up high when you've given it your all. Juan Manuel went in there and lost damn near every round against Floyd Mayweather, but he got in there with him because he's a fighter, huh? Julio Cesar Chavez got in there with Sweet Pea Whitaker and Meldrick Taylor and a host of other fighters. Roger Mayweather twice.
By the time he got in there with Costa Zoo, he shouldn't have been in there. But he did it.
But he would have even fought Purnell a second time, but Don King didn't want that a second time. Because Don King was really living with the Latino audience off of Chavez's success.
Yeah.
And that's understandably political there, but he still got in there with him at least once. When you see these guys like Canelo who are avoiding the obvious, who are following that top rank NBF mantra, it's disrespectful to the sport and it's cheating the fans because you guys are not being true to yourselves or the sport. So there is no respect here for what Canelo does. None. Absolutely none. And I don't care who doesn't like that or whatever, but you have to put it against history. You saw in the soundbite that Drew played a moment ago where he said, I'm concerned about my legacy. He's concerned that he don't be made to look bad. The only reason that he fought Dimitri Bivol in the first place is because Bivol was the least of the threats at 175, and he thought that he would be able to outclass Bivol in a big fight because Bivol hadn't had a big fight. But styles make fights, and anyone who wasn't under that umbrella of everything that had come before, because remember, guys were laying down for Canelo. They were literally, like a Sergey Kovalev, literally laid down for him, and a few others like Danny Jacobs, who didn't really try to win against him. That kind of thing led us to think that we don't know if Dimitri is on the take or not. But lo and behold, Dimitri wasn't a part of that. He went out there to win, and that's exactly what happened. So imagine if the guys who were on the take didn't allow themselves to look at things that way. They didn't take money behind the scenes, under the table. They went out there to win straight off the block. Then you're talking about something totally different. Notice, Danny Jacobs ain't fought in a while, has he? You know why? Because he ain't hurting. He's not hurting. Now, the last fight that he fought, when he lost to, what was that, Ryder or whatever, over in the UK, he deserved to lose that fight. You know why? 2 reasons. One, he laid down and dogged it against Canelo.
Yep.
And 2, he received the bad decision against Rosado.
That's right.
Rosado beat him. Rosado beat him. And he undeservingly got a decision. So the wheel does turn as long as you stay in there, right? And look at Canelo. Got in there against Bivol and got his ass whooped. There was an opportunity for an immediate rematch. Did he take it? No. He went back and fought a senior citizen on Triple G. Blew the mothballs off of him. And let me go back in here. At least I could get some of my mojo back. But what was unexpected was he looked damn near as old as Triple G, didn't he?
Damn sure did. He ain't on that tainted meat.
He's really going to go in there against one of these younger lions now. And Caleb Plant, the jury is still out on that performance, because don't forget the soundbite that was heard around the world. And a couple rounds later, he's laying down in a corner somewhere with his leg propped up on the ropes like he's posing on top of the piano or something. Yeah. The only difference is when you get your ass in there with Benavidez, Caleb, that's somebody who could really put your ass on the canvas and through the ropes. And Breadman can't fight for you. He might be a damn good motivator and instructor, coach, but he can't fight for you. And I'm going to say this, and just be honest. You don't all of a sudden find power. You don't. I've been around a long time, and you can't coach power. Breadman, Sugar Hill, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Take that.
Mic drop. So, moving along, and I see the family. Dave, what up, man? I saw it, my brother. Well, since we on that, man, so many directions I want to go. I'm just trying to decide where I want to go first. What should be next? I'm gonna go with 2 things that should be next. Granted, Beterbiev beats Anthony Yard. Next should be Bivol versus Beterbiev. That's got to be next. I don't want to hear nothing else. That absolute why? That's an undisputed matchup, and you can more than likely get 2 fights out of those guys. Both undefeated, both speak the same language, both are tough. I think that'll make for a great fight. Beterbiev has to get past Anthony Yard. I got love for Yard. I don't see him beating Beterbiev because Beterbiev is just different. It's boxing, y'all. Yard could show up and give the performance of a lifetime. But I'd rather think of a basketball game. And remember the 72-10 Bulls? They had 10 losses, and one of them was to the Toronto Raptors. Marcus Camby and Damon Stoudemire. We was like, how the fuck? They beat them, though. Now, I watched that game, and everyone on the Raptors was just in the zone. Everything they threw up was going in, and they don't play like that. I don't even think they made the playoffs that year. But they beat the Bulls that year during the regular season. But what do you think happens in the playoffs when they played them? If they played them, you know what would have happened. You know how it would have ended. You know that.
Bring out the broom.
Bring out the broom. They got swept. You understand?
I think the Bulls, when they lost that game, half the players on the court had a sandwich in their hand or a Coke in the other hand or something while they was dribbling up and down the court or something. It was just one of those nights. It just happens like that.
It's more like
one game was not the championship.
Thank you.
So let's get the fuck out of here.
That the Bulls lost the game. The Raptors didn't win it. If that makes sense. For Beterbiev, in my opinion, for him to lose to Anthony Yard, we've seen Anthony Yard. He's very skillful. I just don't know if he can be successful like that without Beterbiev changing up his game and eventually just walking him down and imposing his will. That's just me.
But Drew, here's my argument. If he is so damn skillful, why haven't we heard of him before now?
This is what I'm saying. They're bringing him in.
He's not that skillful, bro. You know what he is?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just be honest here. He's a black fighter. Black fighters are known to be a little bit more athletic and prone to have some type of, advantages when it comes to, movement, lateral, and things of this nature.
Things we do naturally.
But you have to also look at who he's being taught by, schooled by. What his book on boxing, if he really had something, he was not supposed to lose the fight that he was winning against Kovalev.
True story.
A faded Kovalev, who is 20 times less a fighter than Artur Beterbiev. 20 times. I didn't say 10. I didn't say 5. This man, Artur Beterbiev, and I spoke about this yesterday as well, is a throwback to a different era of when fighters had a little something special. And we're talking about in that era of Archie Moore and Gene Fullmer and those guys, the guys that Sugar Ray Robinson had to face. Those were all killers. And when Robinson, who was the athletic superior fighter plus the best in the sport, that's the only reason why those men didn't reign longer. You see?
Yeah.
But even Robinson dropped a loss or two to some of those men. So when you look at someone like Yard, who hasn't put in the work, don't forget, he came right back after the Kovalev fight and lost again.
He sure did.
To a guy he wasn't supposed to lose to. Now he's since avenged that loss. But now you think you're expecting me to be convinced that you're going to get on the horse and go out there and ride into the sunset against this man?
Let me ask you a question.
Certified killer.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think Yard is getting this opportunity?
Why do you say this to me when you know I will kill you for it?
I think he's getting the opportunity because it's a little bit of shine for the UK and everything. But you have to understand that there are certain fighters who can't be bought, can't be compromised. I believe that Beterbiev and Bivol, from where they're from and everything, they are representatives of that. Yeah. We just saw Jose Luis Alberto Lopez against what's his name? The featherweight. I'm having a brain fart. He just beat him. He just upset him. Well, Mexico is starting to have this rivalry with the UK. So these things
shit.
can happen.
Oh man. Fuck. Now I'm having a brain fart.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
It'll come to me. It'll come to me.
But see, that's what, you know, when you talk about these fighters getting out there facing off against each other, this is what it is. And these are, you know, these are opportunities. Josh Warrington, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't think of his name. Warrington.
Yeah, that's the guy that ducked the Rigo.
Yeah.
Asshole. So yeah, that's the fight that should happen next. For Undisputed, we can get 2 fights out of it. I think 2 fights out of those guys. I think, or if we're lucky, a great trilogy. But they're next up, and they're not spoken about enough. They're all business. They don't have any bad habits that we know about, and I think it'll be a fun fight. Put them on the pedestal because they've done the work. They've done the work, and they're there.
When I saw Bitterbeef in there against Joe Smith Jr., and I saw what he did to Joe Smith Jr., I said to myself, you know what? It will take another Bitterbeef to get Bitterbeef. It's not, and there's not one right there right now. It's not. Because Joe Smith Jr. is the type of fighter, he's rugged, he's tough, he's capable. He dropped a decision to Bivol because Bivol is a better boxer.
Right.
And has a better he has a better body of work, being able to box and operate with ring generalship and things of that nature. But he took the fight to Bitterbeef. He took it to him and got demolished.
Man.
Bitterbeef didn't even have to go looking for him.
No, he didn't.
When he saw that Joe was attacking him like he did, he stepped back and was like, okay, let him do his thing. And start catching him, like counterpunching and doing things that a seasoned veteran fighter who's capable can do. There is nothing that Yard can do to him that he hasn't seen before. And the moment that he hurts Yard, the fight is over, because Yard is not the toughest guy in the division. He is not. Yeah, he looked good, like AJ looked good, standing there posing with his fists like this. But see, body beautiful don't win fights, bro.
They sure don't. Where's the fight taking place?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh man, good question. I am not sure.
Is it in the UK?
I'm not sure. It might be in the UK.
It's not gonna matter.
Let me see. I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, King W Boxing. Better be that's not a like normally you see records like that. That's like somebody starting out and they're feeding them shit. That's for real. That KO streak is for real, man. It's in the UK. Antonio MMA said it's in the UK. Bro.
Yeah, it's at Wembley.
Wembley? Bro.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good, man. I wish Yard luck. I wish him luck. I just don't see it. So moving along, another thing that needs to happen would be Cool Boy Stuff versus how do you say this guy's name? Akhmaduliev.
Yeah, Akhmaduliev. Yeah.
Right. Both of those men got 2 belts apiece. Get that fight out the way so someone could be undisputed. Winner faces Haney because Haney's undisputed. He can come right up.
Isn't Akhmaduliev the guy that wears that tam? Is that him?
Let me Google the pic.
Because if that's the guy that wears the tam, that's a tough SOB, bro.
He is. Let me Google the pic. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me see if I can get the pic. Because I
see, and I'm not saying it, for joking sake.
Yeah, I know.
I make remarks that are funny, but if that's who I'm thinking of off the top of my head, that's a tough SOB, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Schoolboy Steph better be on his Pernell Whitaker. Okay? He better be. Because if you try to do some tough guy things against fighters like that, you'll end up like Meldrick Taylor. I'm sorry. It's just that's the way it's gonna go. And see, remember, when I talked about this, I say this about certain, that's him. That's him. That's a tough guy. It's a tough guy. And he's good too. He might not be as good as Cool Boy, but if Cool Boy don't be about his business, as I'm suggesting, he could lose to this guy.
Yeah.
See, this is when you fight guys like this, when you fight guys like Bitterbeef, when you fight guys like David Benavidez, you have to be smart and skilled. You don't go in there to prove how tough a guy you are. You go in there and show them how smarter and more, technically capable than they are, that you are over them. Because if you don't do that, you leave opportunity for them to be successful. You have to understand that. And that's why.
Is he military?
I think so.
Holy shit.
And that's why when you got a coach like Derek James, it's important to understand that the fighters listen to a coach like Derek James. I love his interview that he recently gave with Brian Custer, and he talked about Ugas. And he said something about Ugas. He said, when Brian Custer asked him about Spencer's performance against Ugas, he's like, wait a minute, let me talk about Ugas first. He was like, this is a man who has gone through so many things. He escaped from Cuba like 7 or 8 times. Okay? And he said, you have to understand what they did to him each time they captured him and brought him back. He was like, Spence was in there busting him up, broke his rib, bust his face up. He said the man is sitting over there in the corner. They putting ice on him. He's flinching. He's in, but he's coming back out for each next round. He was like, when you got a fighter like that, it's what's inside the guy.
Right.
He would have took a beating from Spence until his body give out. You understand? There's not a lot of men around like that, which is why some fighters can outlast another guy. One of the fights that's a candidate for Fight of the Year is that Lee Wood against Mike Conlon. Mike Conlon had Lee Wood out of there in the first round, but he got up, survived, and ended up knocking Conlon out late in the fight. Who the hell does that but a guy who has a lot more going for him than just being able to box? A guy who is willing to stay in there. That's right, Grand Regent Drag, weather the storm. A guy who's willing to go through the fire, because you never know. The other guy's feeling just like you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean he has the same measure of faith as you. You might say, I'm going to out-endure him. And then it becomes a war of attrition. I remember Evander Holyfield saying when he was going into his fight with Mike Tyson for the first time, great interview that he did with the guy, Steve something from CNN, the guy that passed away from cancer. He was talking about when you got two guys with great skill, they come together. After the first 4 or 5 rounds, the skills go out the window.
Yeah.
Then it becomes who wants it more, who's willing to make the efforts to say, this is mine. A lot of these guys today don't understand that because they've been fighting a lot of setup matches.
Right.
They've been put on the path of all these knockouts. They got more knockouts than they ever had fights because they've been put in against guys that's supposed to fall down. But that guy that don't fall down, or if he go down, he get right back up. And you say, damn, I can't keep him down. What do I do now? I hit him with my best stuff. Next thing you know, because you don't know what to do, you fold up your tent.
Mm-hmm.
And you looking at the corner, you looking over there at your corner. Throw the towel, bro. Huh? because the other guy has endurance. He's able to go through and weather. That makes a difference.
World of difference.
So when I say these things, and that's not a slight at Steph at all, but it's about him being the smarter guy. Be like Sweet Pea Whitaker. Be like Sweet Pea was a killer in that ring. Just because he could box like he did from the southpaw position,
he was mean, man.
Don't take that as that's all he was. But he was also smart. That ring IQ and intelligence is what made him the Hall of Famer he is. You know what I'm saying? And there's an old saying, and his old trainer used to say this all the time, Georgie Benton. Win this one, look good the next time.
Another mic drop. He's on fire this morning. Next for 2022, we're going to like this one. I call this 2022's fabulous fuck-ups. All right. I see the family. DJ Zion Love, salute. Fabulous fuck-ups for 2022. I'm going to start with AJ losing to Usyk and having the meltdown. The meltdown. That was a fabulous fuck-up. I'm going to tell you how because I didn't watch it. But I'm going to tell you what I so happened to turn on my phone and I just hit Divine Senses live. And the fight was over. He lost, right? And then Divine Sense, if he still got it up, please go watch it. At the very end, he's like, what's AJ doing? And I'm listening to him. I'm like, what's he talking about? He said, AJ's in the ring. He has the belts. He just threw them shits out the ring. What is he doing? And he started laughing. He said, what is he doing? That shit was so funny. Just listening to it. And salute to the Donaires. Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel. Salute. Get them likes up. See you Sunday. Yes. Rachel and Nonito will be in the Strong House on Sunday. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Don't miss it. Do not miss it. We're going to talk some boxing and things going on. And while they're here, y'all make sure y'all click on the name and go subscribe to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel. She had a live stream the other day. Very informative. Boxing, please. The sport ain't what you think all the time. Go look at her live. As a matter of fact, all of you, go subscribe. Go watch the last live stream she did, and we'll see you Sunday. Salute, Rachel. Salute, Nonito. Salute. Thank you.
When I get a chance, I'm gonna share something with Rachel that might turn her cap backwards when I share this information with her. That'll be cool when I see her Sunday.
Hell yeah. So my first fabulous fuck up was AJ's meltdown, and he wants to throw. When he grabbed the mic, bro. When he grabbed the damn mic and started talking about Rocky Marciano, the picture with him and Usyk, when he got his arm around Usyk. Let me see if I got that picture queued up, man. But salute the better be a.
Why do you say this to me when you know I will kill you for it?
Man, let me see. I know I have it. Oh man, a bunch of AJ stuff came up.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could talk about him as a fighter as opposed to all the other side antic bull crap that is referenced to him? It's like,
bro,
my goodness.
There's just so much stuff. There it is. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no. I got to put this up because, all right, he's not living this down. When you first look at this picture, never mind AJ, look at Usyk. Please look at this man. How do you say "get the fuck off me" in Russian? How do you say "what is this nigga doing" in his language? What the fuck? What is this?
What?
AJ, come on.
What the fuck?
AJ, come on.
What the fuck?
AJ.
What the fuck?
Come on, man. Dogs. What happened, dogs? What happened? Whoa, 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 whoa. With a monkey.
Again with the monkeys.
With a goddamn monkey, I'm tight.
Orangutans and monkeys. What is up with this dude?
What the fuck is Yo, what the fuck?
And men with their shirts off. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't never seen this dude with a damn woman around him, or his arm around one, or nothing.
What the fuck is this?
What?
Oh,
Man crush.
oh my
Got it.
Oh, wait.
Suck his dick again. Suck his dick again.
Oh my God. It ain't sports talk. He said, yo, Loma looked so scared when AJ approached him. You remember that shit? Oh my God. Shirtless with a monkey. It don't get no better than, yo, listen, man. This is why the AJ supporters disappeared. They vanished. All of them vanished. We didn't do it. All we kept saying was, give him a minute. He's going to show you who he is. With a monkey. Stormy, who's your favorite? Who's your fabulous fuck up of the year?
Wow.
You had a few.
The fabulous fuck up of the year is Bud Crawford and the bullshit he pulled on Earl Spence in negotiation. That is an all-time fuck up of the year. And that's one that you don't come back from, because they're going to pass on his black ass going forward in 2023. You can bet that. He fucked himself, literally. And when he went over there and started dabbling with those criminals and everything, and I said those criminals because the one that he took pictures with and everything, and I think you got that too, the big gypsy dude, all of them criminals, it told me everything that I needed to know about him and what his real alliances are and what he's attached to. He's attached to what's that word that I love that Black Fight Fan uses? Niggerdom or some shit. It's one of them. It's one of them. But he's a fucking ape himself. Bud Crawford is an ape. And guess what? That right there, there's no coming back from that, brother. You are what you are. That's the fuck up of the year right there. Because you had an extreme, acute opportunity at legacy and everything, and you fucked it. You fucked it away for some dude, Aborigine or whatever, that granted you nothing but controversy, huh? Ironically, with the gloves, huh? Ironically, like that criminal that you're seen in this shot with, huh? Birds of a feather. You know the rest.
Stormy, you smell that?
Mm-hmm.
That smells like banana.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah!
Wow. There it is.
You should do a re-edit of that and take Charlo out and put him in there.
Oh,
put him in there and put AJ in there too.
I got a new monkey video updated for this year. It's coming. I got a whole bunch of stuff in store. Hell yeah.
But that's my fuck up of the year right there. You can't top that one. You can't. That's the Mount Everest of fuck ups.
and salute to the OG Mr. Martin, that super chat. Much love and appreciation, brother. Yes, sir. Salute. And there's a lot of honorable mentions. Chris Colbert, my people, these people, they don't support. He got knocked into a fucking somersault. And thanks to your dumbass, Tank is fighting the guy that knocked you into a sun. This motherfucker came with OnlyFans on his ass. He had OnlyFans on his trunks and then had to know to wear a skirt with his hair funny color and had the gay flag colors on his trunks and got knocked into a somersault.
But how about this? Continuing the narrative of these guys who exposed themselves. He didn't want to run it back.
Nope. And I don't care what the fuck he said recently. He don't want it. He should have been screaming for a rematch as soon as the shit ended. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
And notice that these guys, when they lose today, they don't like to go back in there against the guys they lose against. I wonder why.
He wasn't shit in the first fucking place.
There you go.
So there's a lot of honorable mentions. Yeah, Buddy Lee. Connor Ben. He goes into two categories I have. Fabulous fuck ups and leave and never return. So he's right up there with Canelo and Triple G. I don't want to see him back. Get Connor Ben the fuck up out of here. All right.
How about here's a runner up for you. Do I still got it? Do I still have it?
Giafimo. He's on the list. Giafimo. Do I still got it? Ha! I just wanted y'all to hear it so I could y'all could be talking about me. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You ain't know the goddamn camera was on. Evidence of a camera being on is this in your face, stupid. God damn. Then we got the WBO threatening to strip Jamel. I just heard Blue Blood talking about that this morning. They're threatening to strip him. They need a doctor's note. We talked about doctor's notes yesterday. They need a doctor's note. They need to know when you're going to be back. They never wanted Jamel to be champion. That's why I really considered giving him number one, but I gave him number two as pound for pound. As not pound for pound, but fight of the year and pound for pound. Him being undisputed was never in the it was never in the plan. Him and Devin. And the WBO says, we need to know when you're coming back. We need an exact date because if it's not within our itinerary, we're taking our shit back. Was it the WBA was it the WBA that stripped they stripped Rigo when he lost? He went up to fight Loma. So. Yeah. It was a WBA though, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then they took his belt like he lost it to him at that weight or something. It's like,
I was like, what the fuck? Come on, dog.
Where they do that at? Fighters. Why didn't they take Jessica McCaskill's belt after Chantel Cameroon whooped her ass 10 out of 10 rounds and became undisputed? And McCaskill had dropped down to face her at that weight. They didn't take McCaskill's belt. And I would have taken everything from McCaskill after that performance. I mean, I would have took her career. You go sit your ass down somewhere behind a desk or something because you ain't no fighter performing like that. I'm still pissed off that she came out and represented like that. I was thinking so highly of her, man, and she came out and performed like that. I was like, what the hell? She fought like she was Marcus Maidana or somebody. Just no skills or anything.
How long before they stripped Canelo? They've never done it, right?
No.
Canelo actually said, fuck you. I'll give that up. Give me that franchise shit. Take it. Remember the first time Triple G? It was time for you to fight Triple G. He said, no, it's not. I'll do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Insert testicles in Mauricio Silliman's fucking throat. Matter of fact, Silliman, he's on the fabulous fuck up list because he's trying to. All right, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna get off of it because I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of room to talk about this later. And let me be very clear. I don't care about how that other community feels. It's stupid. He wants Transformers to fight now. And you know, these sickos out here, somebody's going to want to, they're going to be a shitty boxer. And next thing you know, Brian Garcia is going to be bouncing around talking about he's going to beat up Clarissa Shields.
What?
I want to meet the woman going through the change that wants to compete as a man. They'll fight against that. But these dudes running around with man strength, getting in the ring, you're going to see a dude looking like fucking Phil Heath. Been boxing only 2 weeks. I identify as a woman and I want to fight Clarissa Shields. Nigga, no, you're not. How about you're going to have to fight to get to the ring to face Clarissa Shields? Because I'm going to be there beating the shit out you on the way to the ring. This is
I want to see Alejandro
Word up. I want to see
Bivol.
Word up. I want to see Alejandro versus Beterbiev. I want that. So she's trying to grow a dick and she thinks she's a victim. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ridiculous. All right. Persons to watch going into 2023. I'll go first. Let me say a name. Joe Joyce. Watch that guy. Joe Joyce is pretty good. He's pretty good. No one's really thinking about him now. He needs I think Joseph Parker was his breakout performance, but he still didn't get the eye of the American audience. I think he needs a fight over here, and he needs to win in outstanding fashion. So I think a pretty good fight for him next would be against another guy who I'm saying to watch. Granted, he gets fights. Otto Violin. I'd like to see that next. Otto Violin versus Joe Joyce. Both guys are big. Otto Violin is a big guy, man, and he's a really good skill set. You know, that's a good fight. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's a good fight. And Violin is the type of fighter that could upset him, because with Joyce, it's not about knocking him out. You have to outbox him.
God damn it. Canelo, the Mexican.
And Violin has the ability to do that. He was outboxing Tyson Fury.
He was.
And, you know, given that he had respectable enough power, because understand that his confidence grew in the Fury fight. At first, he started out like the opponent. Mm-hmm. Then he realized, oh, I can fight this dude. Yeah. And he cut him. And then he was like, oh, yeah, I can win. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it changed. And what's disheartening is he didn't get his opportunities after that fight. He didn't get a rematch with Fury. And the Dillian White fight was growing through training camp and everything till White pulled out on him, because he really had no intention of fighting him. He really
fucked Dillian up. He'd have fucked him up bad.
He would have, and that would have been a momentum springboard through this year, and it didn't happen for him, and he's been on the sideline ever since. I don't like that. It has nothing to do with race or anything. It has everything to do with a fighter who's capable not getting the opportunities. So a fight against Joe Joyce, that's a very good fight for him.
He's fought since because Thrag is asked, has he fought since then? He fought what's his name? That Deontay knocked his head off. We call him Christopher Williams. What's his name?
Brazil?
Dominic Brazil. And he also fought after that, but the fight wasn't aired. And it wasn't aired. I think he fought twice since he fought Fury, but it wasn't aired. Now, I text Salita amidst the debacle with Dillian White, and he was just as stunned as everybody else. Main Boxing Biker, salute. Dwayne Jones, salute. Thank you. So yeah, he was just as stunned as everybody else, but they know what time it is. But I like that. I like that. Another person like Dwayne Jones said earlier that I want to, and Jermaine Jubilee, salute. Macados, Mac of the South, salute. Another person to watch is Big Shot Shaw.
That's my guy. If you would have asked me who to watch, and he's got a great fight coming up in a couple of weeks against Effie Ajabo. I did a video on it a couple of days ago. Big Shot, I believe all he needs is the opportunity, and this is a great opportunity for him. I expect him to put those fast hands on F.A. If F.A. thought he had trouble against Frank Sanchez, he's really going to have some trouble against Big Shot, because Frank Sanchez didn't have the killer instinct to try to get F.A. out of there, but Big Shot will take the risk and try to get him up out of there. Even if that means taking one of those big punches from F.A. to get in there, because that's what F.A. is relying on, the reputation of him having a big right hand and being a strong guy and being tall. He's only 2 inches taller than Big Shot, but Big Shot got some fast hands. Have you ever really watched how he throws his combinations?
I haven't paid attention to the combinations, but I did pay attention to his footwork. He's not clumsy, and that's why I think he beats F.A. And if you want to apply the term robotic to anybody, you apply it to F.A.
Yep.
I remember before F.A. lost, a fight I wanted to see was him versus Joe Joyce. Right? That would have been great. But
and he made a mistake of getting rid of Ronnie Shields.
Mistake.
Who could have helped him. See, this is the thing that these guys don't know, getting away from quality trainers. Shields is the type of guy, he can teach you along the way. But when you start having big fights, that experience is invaluable in those moments, because that's when he can coach you through what you're dealing with. Because you never know until you run across it in a fight. We could practice stuff in the gym and do this and that, and you could be prepared. But in the live action, sometimes doubt seeps in, sometimes apprehension, your adrenaline and all of that stuff kicks in. Different things happen. And a quality coach can coach you through those circumstances.
That's right.
The man had been in the corner of the likes of Holyfield, Tyson, and Whitaker, and Taylor, and all of these different fighters, Tyrell Biggs. Quality
Why would he
fighters.
do that?
Dumb, because these young guys of today, you can't tell them anything. That's just like Tank Davis. And I'm not going to take this in that type of direction, but it's like, I did a video on his coach, Ford, talking about the titles are not important. Dude, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, seriously. Okay, that's why Tank is going to remain marginal while everyone else pass him by. And then you will tell me how valuable titles are in the aftermath.
Tunnel Vision says they wanted him away from PBC influence. At the end of the day, he's grown. He's supposed to, at that age, he's supposed to be able to, and I hear what you're saying, Tunnel Vision, but I think that there's something called check the fruit on the tree. That's Ronnie Shields, man. Check his resume. Never mind what anyone else is saying. Check the resume. And just because you go inside the supermarket, that don't mean you have to buy everything.
That's right.
Go in there and get what you for, get in and out.
See, and let me say this just to substantiate the points that we're making here. You see how we're living in a time where everybody think they are know-it-all, right? But nobody is checking for solid counsel, are they? And when you don't check for solid counsel, what usually happens? You crash.
Yep.
That is a perfect analogy of what someone like Ronnie Shields represents and what the status quo is amongst these nondescript fighters who don't know their asses from a hole in the ground.
But we see what's happening with FA now. had Ronnie been in his corner, I don't know if he would have beaten Frank Sanchez, but I don't think it went the way it went.
He could have beaten Sanchez with Ronnie Shields because Shields would have told him what to do tactically. That was a fight that he lost because he had no answers for Sanchez. You could see him in there. He was just plotting and looking to try to land something, but Ronnie would have told him, try this. When he does this, move over, slide and do that. Just like Derrick James tells Spence or Frank Martin or Jamel Charlo. A good coach is going to make these adjustments during the fight. They're not going to let you lose round after freaking round after freaking round, and then we fought the wrong game plan. No! A good coach will tell you. Didn't you see Emmanuel Stewart talking to Lennox Lewis against Mike Tyson? He punched Lennox in the chest. He was like, you got to wake the fuck up and go out there and start punching this guy and shoot that right hand in there, or he going to get lucky and hit your ass. That's what he told Lennox. And
he should stop playing with him.
Yeah.
He should stop playing with him.
Lennox went out there because he knew that Emmanuel wasn't playing with him. He was like, that's what you pay him the big bucks for.
Yeah.
Not to just be your guy and rub your back. How you feeling, baby? Huh? You need a little more water? Huh? No. He's gonna tell you, hey, listen, you're getting your ass whooped. It's round 2. You're getting your ass whooped. Huh? Go out there, do this, XYZ, go back, and then when you come back, if he lasts, I'll tell you what else to do. Be ready. And that happens when you're working with him in the gym way before fight night. It don't happen on fight night. It happens in the gym. So when you're talking to him under fire, under duress, he's listening in the match.
Right.
It's culture shock when you don't do that in the gym, and then you got a live fight happening and your guy's getting his ass handed to him, and you trying to yell at him and wake him up. Now, come on, man, you gotta do something and this and that. He don't even know what you're saying because you didn't talk to him like that in the gym. You were saying when he was hitting the pass, excellent, babe, you're looking like $1 million.
Yup.
And let me tell you guys, how many times have y'all seen clips of guys in the gym working the mitts and stuff like that, and they say, content creators, I ain't got to name them, some of them in the LDBC too, they'll say, oh, so-and-so, there's some footage of so-and-so in the gym training, he looking sharp. How the fuck you know he's looking sharp when he's hitting inanimate objects? That does not pontificate the fact that he's sharp. It doesn't.
Damn sure don't. They don't know.
So-and-so looking sharp, hitting pads.
Anyone
could look Into the Dragon when O'Hara broke that board in front of Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee said,
boards don't hit back. And
how do you know when a fighter looks sharp? I can tell you when a fighter is looking sharp in the gym. One of the key signs to tell when a fighter is looking good in the gym, when he's in there by himself in the ring and he's shaking out, when he's moving and his footwork is flawless, and he can flow to and fro, side to side. He's in and out with his feints, and he's got his movements going, and he's punching, and his head is off the center line. When he's doing those things in there by himself, when he's in the ring sparring with someone, he's picking the shots off with his gloves. Shots are landing on the shoulder and not on the head. He's slipping and moving. Shots are just missing by an inch for the chin. He's sharp. He's not catching clean shots. This is what you look at when you're talking about a guy looking sharp in the gym. I know. But I'm telling you, people don't know what the hell they looking at when they looking at boxing.
They don't fucking know. There was some stuff I wanted to cover, but Trill just came on.
Just quickly, Drew, check this out.
Go ahead, bro.
Another sign of a fighter being in great shape and ready to go, when they fight in the ring, in the first round, a fighter can, if he's warmed up properly, when he's fighting, by midway to the end of the first round, there should be a bead of sweat on his back. in the second round, his back should be wet when he's warmed up properly. Not in the first round, but in the second round. It's like you should be able to see that sweat that goes down from the triangle of your back. That's when you know a guy has warmed up properly in the dressing room and everything when he comes out there to shake it out.
I ain't hear that in a long time. Oh, shit. I forgot who told me that. I ain't hear that in a long time. Who the fuck told me that? It's a long time ago.
Somebody who knew what they was talking about. Because these are the things you look at, man. I'm telling you.
My gosh, man. Well, bro, awesome show. This was the last show to close out 2022 during the week. The link I put is for the Painful Excellence podcast. We'll be there tonight. Adult conversations, real life situations discussed with class. I see the family that was here, man. AZ Landlord, salute to you. My brother King Corleone. Man, happy New Year to all of y'all, man. Abraham, what up? Stormy, if they don't know, let them know how they can find you, good brother.
Man, I just put my link in the chat there, bro. Thank you for having me on. I was just going to lay back and listen when you had Art on. And let me just say this real quickly. It's unfortunate what's happening with Art. I'm starting to be concerned for his safety and well-being because he's doing a dangerous thing, but he's doing a proper thing. And let's just all keep him in our prayers of safety and blessings, because a gentleman like that does what he does, that's what is indeed a high risk.
Yeah.
And there's low reward for what he does. So I was listening to you guys and I was just going to listen in the chat, but since he had to go, that's when I asked you if you wanted me to come on and help. But I didn't realize that, this is the last Friday of the year of 2022. And it's great to spend it, being on here with you, man. We've done some great work throughout this year. And
more to come.
To more in the coming year. So thank you for having me, and salute to everybody out there.
Salute to our brother Tunnel Vision. He says Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to all of you, man. Triller's on. We all gonna head over there. You know how we do. And Sunday we got the Donaires in the house. LDBC strong, man. We're gonna have some fun over there. But make sure y'all go watch. Go to their channel, like I told y'all, and watch the last live that Rachel did. Rachel and Nonito. And we're gonna pick it up from there, because there was things that I spoke about for the last 2 years that and people that I spoke on that she so happened to speak on. So now when it's coming from another source, maybe the non-believers will believe it now. So salute to y'all. Let's head to Trill. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.